To be here for this. So we're here with a few folks. I'll let them introduce themselves. We just attended Rabbi Lappin's talk, and we have John, Tanya, and Sterling. And I'm going to ask you guys, whoever wants to speak up, what kind of motivated you guys to come out to this event overall, and maybe what your takeaway was from the Rabbi's talk just now. Anybody feel free to go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I think that we've seen such loss of hope in this country in the direction that it's going. So to come together with like-minded people that care about this country, care the future that it's going, is really re-energizing, to know that there are other people out there that care about what's happening here in this country. And in terms of Rabbi Lappin, he gave such fundamental core beliefs. I mean, it's amazing when he said manners, marriage, and money. I mean, at first you think money, because you always feel like it's evil. You shouldn't want to have more money, capitalism, and I think that's what today's society is teaching you. But in reality, when he explains it, that it is a service to people and it's not something bad, you shouldn't look at it as just wanting to have more money for greed. It is providing service to your fellow human beings. So I thought that was really well explained. And it is amazing when you see that the cultures that are thriving are the ones that have biblical principles and manners and morals. And as a matter of fact, Western Europe is facing a decline, and I think it's because they are turning away from church and manners. There's hardly anybody getting married in Germany and Italy. They kind of see it as an old-fashioned thing nowadays.
Excellent. Sterling, you're Tanya's son?
Yes.
Okay, are you in high school?
Yes, I am high school, but I actually attended dual enrollment, so I'm taking college and high school classes.
I'm sorry?
I'm attending dual enrollment, so I take both college and high school classes.
Oh, okay, great.
What I took away from this mostly was when Rabbi Lappin was talking about coming together, collaborating, communicating, and creating. And that's one of my main goals for coming here, is to find other teenagers and reach out and see what we can do to support other conservative teenagers in making sure that they don't feel alone and making sure they understand what they can do at their young age to change and support this country.
Now, we haven't talked about this, so I might put you on the spot, but what role do you see social media in playing in this?
I see it as a huge role. Right now, I think conservatives are kind of scared to go into social media because it is so taken over. I personally I try and stay in what is liberal social media just to show a presence and show that we're there and that we don't not exist. I would like to see, I think, from teenagers especially, more of a conservative presence in YouTube or maybe even on more social media sites like Reddit, or even creating their own social media site, starting it up. But yes, I think it plays a huge role, and it is something that conservatives as a whole fail to understand and need to expand.
Good stuff. John, anything you want to add?
Well, I'm not connected with them before, but
I thought you guys were all together.
No, but it was the connections that he was talking about.
Yes.
Finding people, as you were saying, who share your ideas, and that's critical for us to link together. I mean, sometimes the opposition wants us to feel like we're alone in this, that we're isolated. Oh, you're just crazy. No, that there are other people who think and feel that the same way you do, and you're not crazy for wanting to get back to the core, to the foundation. I mean, the Constitution and the Bible, as the rabbi was talking about. The Bible is sort of, I forget what he said, but he doesn't call it Western civilization, he calls it Bible-influenced civilization. So, I mean, it's just critical that we all come together and link arms to say, no, we are not alone. We are a force, and this is the right path to take. Getting back to those two fundamentals, the Bible and the Constitution. And I've studied both together, and they go hand in hand with each other. One doesn't reject the other. They they actually link up very well.
Now, do you study these in college, or is this
On my own? This was a personal effort of mine because, well, I'll admit, I'm local. I'm from Salt Lake. I'm a Mormon, and we believe that this country was founded through divine providence, through divine inspiration, that those men were specifically called of God and inspired of God to build this country. So I'm like, wait a minute, if they were called and inspired of God, then, and God's the same in the Bible, there would be certain principles that are constant in the Bible as well as in the United States. So that was just kind of an intellectual journey for me.
What you said reminded me of Timothy Bauer's book, The Covenant.
I've been meaning to read that.
I don't know if he's Mormon or not, but he's certainly approaching it from a divine standpoint, that that's the foundation of this nation. And I think, Tanya, what you and Sterling were saying, the rabbi made a point that the money you used to come here today was earned because if you did it honestly, you did it in service to others.
Well, and I like Dave Ramsey. I mean, I don't know if you've read his books, but going in about the financial portion of it, he says that if you are a good person and you believe that, oh, money will only be had by evil people, then you have an obligation to gather as much money as possible to keep it out of the hands of evil people.
It's an interesting perspective.
I mean, and I was just thinking of that when you were talking, and when the rabbi was talking about money as well, that we also have an obligation then to act on that if we truly believe that money is crucial and that only evil people will have money. Well, I guess I've got to gather as much as I can because I know I'm good, and I'll use it for good.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you.